Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do, yes, another comic book haul. Comic book haul episode number 134. I am on the couch today because they're doing work on my garage. So, right here, sitting my ass on the couch. Decent amount of books this week, guys. And let's show you what I got. So here we go. We got the bag. This time it focuses on Gotham. That's right, the new Gotham show on Fox coming in, I think, September on Mondays. Leave me the comments below if you guys are excited about that TV show, or do you think it's going to bust? All right, so when I open up this bag, this is what we have. Stuff. There we go. Okay. And first off, we get the past cannot change. And then, of course, it opens up. The future is in motion. Obviously, this is a promotional card for the Future Ends one-shot books. Now, you're probably wondering the title of this actual haul this week, where it says "No 3D covers for me." So, and you'll see why. And then on the back of this, it has time to put a smile on your face. So it's some promotional stuff for Death of the Family special collector set. So I guess getting ready for Christmas time. Hard to believe that it is that time of year once again. Yes, I have an extra bag and board. And next we have from Marvel. We get the 75 years celebrating. Obviously, it's for free. You turn it over, it looks like this as well. I think it's pretty cool that you got this for free. It's your local comic book shop if you were able to get it, and it gives you, 75 years of the greatest comics of all time. It gives you some back history of certain things. So for free, I thought this was kind of cool. And I'll be definitely looking through this and seeing what it's about. And, you can never beat free. So, and it's a hefty amount of stuff in here for no cost. So, yeah, I got that. All right. So next we go on, and the first thing that we come across this week is, yes, the Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 6. Pretty cool cover here. You have Spidey reading his own business magazine, and it has Peter Parker on the cover. I really like that. That's pretty neat. It says, Peter Parker, Boy Genius Business. Bye bye Silicon Valley, the coolest whatever. And then it says My Marvels and a New Horizon. So I really like this cover. I think this is pretty neat. And I can't wait to read Amazing Spider-Man, see where we go this time. Last time we got to see Black Cat trying to take off his mask. We're going to see where that story continues from here. So that is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 6. All right, next we have the final issue, which I'm pretty sure is, and it's Avengers Undercover issue number 10. Interesting cover right here. It's got Cammy on the cover with a knife and a apple. They've been really rushing this series along to kind of conclude it now. And again, I'm sad to see this series go. I was a fan of it from Avengers Arena, and I kind of like this other series that Dennis Hopeless has put together for us. But for some reason, why another, Marvel canceled it, and it's not going to be here anymore. So this is Avengers Undercover issue number 10. All right, next we have a highly anticipated book once again, and that is The Death of Wolverine, issue number 2. Really liked the first issue. I thought it was pretty solid. Again, it's $5. Not sure what you're going to get at the end of this one. Last time we got all kinds of bonus material. I wonder if they're doing the same thing again, putting that director's cut and whatnot. My big thing was with the last one was make a director's cut book and see if people want to buy it, then make a more affordable issue for consumers, maybe a $3.99 book, because for some people that dollar does make a difference. It adds up over time. But I really like the story that was provided for us. Hopefully it gets a little bit more in depth, And it looks like you get to see Viper's eyes here. We're looking over Wolverine, so I like that. And yeah, so this is The Death of Wolverine, issue number 2. Okay, next we have another book that I was anticipating this week, and it is Edge of Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Noir. Excited to see what this series has to offer. Again, we're getting closer and closer to Spider-Verse. Anything that has to do with it, I'm going to try to pick it up. That's why I'm trying to be really limited on certain books that I'm picking up, so I can enjoy this event to its fullest. Because yes, I am a huge Spider-Man fan. Again, can't wait to look forward to this. And this is Spider-Man Noir, number 1. All right. Next, we have another book that's been coming out a lot. I feel like this is like the third issue in a row within 4 weeks span time, and that is Fantastic Four. This is issue number 10. I really think that this is a solid series. If it wasn't so good, I'd be really pissed off probably that it's out so soon, but it's a great story, and I always want to read it. Um, we get to see basically the fall of the Fantastic Four in this series. We see Jim Hammond, who's in control of Sue Storm and Reed Richards' kids. So, I like the series where it's going. They're in this place called Eden now, and I really enjoy it. So, this is Fantastic Four issue number 10. We'll see what happens there. All right, next we have from Zenoscope, Grim Fairy Tales, issue number 102. Now, the series has taken a different direction. It started new in issue number 101. It was a great jumping on issue, and it has to do with these new kids that are in the Realm Knights, that they're going to be future Realm Knights, and they're in this particular school. It's kind of like a crossover between, and it's funny, they said it in the last issue, X-Men and Harry Potter. You got these kids in this creepy castle, and there's this professor here that's trying to guide them through. So it's pretty neat how they did that reference in the issue 101. But that's kind of exactly what this is. And they came across, there's this one boy who's a realm knight that's being trained, and he is Aladdin. And he came across this lamp, and the girls wind up finding it and they wind up rubbing it, but it's an actual evil genie. So we'll see what happens in this next issue. I'm totally excited for it. And this is Grim Fairy Tales issue number 102. All right, next we have from Image Comics, and that is Invincible issue number 114. Now, Robot kind of laid it all on the line to the Vulturemites in the last issue, giving them a proposal for the Vulturemites to work with Robot to create a better Earth. Now, do they go with that theory? I'm not sure. We also get to see the birth of Adam Eve's baby, and we get to see what has happened to Adam Eve. So I can't wait to see, again, where this series keeps going. This is a weird top of the cover here because, again, it has this terror, violence, mayhem, horror, misery, and now it's got all these skull pieces on there. So I don't know where this is going. Kirkman can be unpredictable at times. You may think you know what's going on, but then it's something completely different. But I've enjoyed Invincible. I started reading it since around issue 50 something, and I haven't stopped ever since. So this is Invincible issue number 114. All right, next we have another new series. I guess it's still kind of new, and that is Miss Marvel issue number 8. Last arc, we had to see Miss Marvel team up with Wolverine, and I really liked that. It was a 2-3 issue story arc. I thought it was really fun. The artist in there was a fill-in artist. We get the artist back on this particular issue, and we get to see Lockjaw in this particular book now. So it'll be interesting to see how Miss Marvel teams up with Lockjaw, because she is an Inhuman, and we're going to find out where this story actually is truly going. We get to see her develop her powers, and I like that. It's a slow developing origin tale of her first time experience of being a superhero. That's really what this book has been about so far, and I like it. And this is Miss Marvel issue number 4. All right, next we have from Image Comics, and that is The Walking Dead issue number 131. Yes, and it's called A Journey Begins. So in the end of the last issue, you found out that one of the guys that was trapped outside, I forgot these two guys' names, they were trapped outside in this trench, zombies walking past them. One guy's injured, left them behind, and he was lying on the table and he said, they're talking. And he was referencing to the zombies. So are the zombies actually evolving in things like that? Or is it just the guy going crazy? So we're going to see where it goes. I'm not really sure. Hopefully they're not evolving. I really don't want the zombies to change. In my personal opinion, again, I wanted to stay focused on the characters. That's always been what The Walking Dead has been about. Really, the zombies have been secondary since the beginning of this series. So this is The Walking Dead, issue 131. All right, next we have from DC Comics, and I'm jumping on now because my comic shop manager over there where I get my books at Comic Central said that Injustice has been a really great series. It has to do a lot with the Lanterns, and he really enjoyed it. So I decided to pick up issue number 11 with this series, and I'm going to have to go back and read the previous issues before I actually read this one. But I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it will be good. But I trust my comic shop manager. He's never steered me wrong before. We have similar taste in comics. So I'm going to give Injustice Season 2, Issue 11, a try. And it says Jordan versus Gardner, which is pretty badass. So, yep. So we got that one. So next, from DC Comics, we have the New 52, Future's End, issue number 19. We got left hanging with, like, Power Girl in the last issue. Where she came from, I don't know. And then you get left with also Green Arrow making his appearance, showing that he is not dead. If you read the Green Arrow one-shot from the Future's End books, you'll understand exactly why Green Arrow is in the situation that he is today, because that takes place right before the event. So I thought that tied in nicely. But besides the other couple things, after the whole Billy Batson reveal that he was posing as Superman, they never really answered the question why that has happened. So again, Future's End leaves lots of questions for its readers, and none of the answers are there. So I'm just waiting to find out to see what is going to happen with this series. And we still got quite a few issues to find out, but I'm going to see it through. And so this is Future's End, issue number 19. All right, next we have Future's End Batman one shot. Now you notice no 3D covers for me. Yeah, no 3D covers, guys, this week. I decided to put back the 3D covers and get the 2D covers, because when I looked at the 3D covers this week, not much change on them when you move them back and forth. The only difference here was you got to see Batman's cape. That was it. And the other main difference is my comic book shop wasn't selling these 2D covers for $2.99. They were selling them for $1.99. So I said, shit, for $2 difference, I'm going to put down the actual 3D cover and get the story, because the story in the end is the most important thing than the 3D cover. So I got Batman one shot. So I'm sure this will be a pretty solid book, because usually Batman is. And the next one I got was Suicide Squad, issue number 1, obviously one shot. The only difference was this one was when you moved it, Harley Quinn and everybody else was behind bars instead of on the president's table. Only difference there. Again, it's safe $2. And the next one I got was Gail Simone's final issue of Batgirl. This is also the one shot. Now, if I didn't put back those 3D covers, I would have not gotten Injustice issue 11, and I would have not been able to get Batgirl. So for that price, I was able to get 2 more comics. And like I was saying before, with the whole Death of Wolverine thing, having a director's cut as separate, $1 here, $1 there, and $1 here adds up to a whole other comic book. So that's why I hate when these prices of these comics continue to increase, because eventually it's going to decrease the amount of comics that people buy. And I can't believe they just don't see that, so that frustrates me. But otherwise, I got Batgirl, issue number one shot, and that's all the books I got. So when you look at cover of the week, my favorite cover of the week, uh, there wasn't like any covers that I was like, holy crap, this is fantastic, most spectacular cover I've ever seen. But I really liked the Amazing Spider-Man cover. However, I really liked the Wolverine cover the best this week. Not because of the little aluminum foil Death of Wolverine thing, or but I liked the detail that goes into Logan here. I like he's wearing the suit. I like his hair. I like the eyes looking out in the background over the city, and I liked everything that went into the cover. And what goes into this cover is also like the same artwork that goes into the book, and that's what made this book really good last week. And hopefully it'll be good this week. So guys, there is your haul for the week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please leave me the comments below on what you received this week, what you're most likely going to read this week. And guys, as always, thank you for watching. And until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. And thanks for watching, fans.